to the channel, it's Vic and Marie, spitting out the flavor, making history. Subscribers rolling in, family feels fresh. Jump into the vibe, leave the comments, no stress. From street talks to makeup, we cover it all. Chopping up the beats, making big moves, y'all. Urban queen, got the rhythm in her veins. Flow so tight, never stepping out of lanes. Join the fam, hit that subscribe. Vic and Marie chats, we keep it live. Stay connected, watch the magic unfold. Members unite, let's strike gold. Chats blowing up like we running the game. Hip-hop roots, we douse it in flame. Fresh content coming at you every week. Stay for the laugh, the wisdom, the street. Got something for everyone, sizzle and pop. Unfiltered vibes, we never gonna stop. Engage with the crew, let your voice be heard. Tune in always, spread the word. Join the fam, hit that subscribe. Vic and Marie chats, we keep it live. Stay connected, watch the magic unfold. Members unite, let's strike gold. Join the fam, hit that subscribe. Vic and Marie chats, we keep it live. Stay connected, watch the magic unfold. Members unite, let's strike gold.
Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this crazy world we're living in. So, just adjusting my hat. Look, oh, my hair's in my eye. Anyway, this really is just a complete chit-chat, Christmas waffle, just because it's Monday morning, it's Christmas week. I'm not going to be talking about any case in particular unless anybody actually wants to, ask me a question about anything or talk about anything. Just going to be talking about general sort of Christmassy stuff, how the Spanish celebrate Christmas. You tell me what you're doing for Christmas in chat, and of course you'll be chatting between yourselves about what you're doing. I just want to put I've got to say this particular chat is pure Christmas waffle, basically. It is Christmas waffle. That's it, really. It is the 22nd of December. I just want to say a little sort of prayer for my mum up in heaven. This is her birthday, her heavenly birthday today. My mum was born on the 22nd of December, so every 22nd of December, a little memory for her. I don't know if I've got a photo of her. I'm sure I've got a photo somewhere I can show of her. She would love her photo to be shown on YouTube. She wasn't shy at all. She would have loved every minute of it. I'm sure I've got pictures somewhere. Well, I know I've got a picture somewhere. It's just how quick I can find a picture of her. Gosh, too many. There you go. Well, this is a picture of her when she was young, bless her. Yeah, she's been gone quite a long time ago now. Quite a long time ago, we lost Marjorie Dutton Riley Nee Hamilton. It's her heavenly birthday today, so I'd just like to acknowledge that. So that's the first bit of waffle that I'd like to acknowledge. Bless. Anyway, happy memories of Christmas when I was a child. We did the word Christmas was always made a big thing of. It was a big thing. So good Christmas memories. And as I say, it would be her birthday today. So this is the sort of thing I'll be talking about, lots of little waffly things all together. Now, here in Spain, for those of you who know, actually, let me just put my Merry Christmas banner up. Many of you will know that I am based in Spain, in Europe. And today is really almost the official start of Christmas in Spain with the big lottery, the big national lottery. I'm going to give you a little peek of that in a moment, how the children sing the numbers as they come up and out of the big golden cages, circular cages. The children pick them out and sing the numbers out. It's a big Christmas tradition in Spain. I did buy a ticket. I don't know if I've won anything or not. Doubt it, but you never know. You never know. You've got to be in it to win it, haven't you? Anyway, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody for all your support through this 2025. I hope you're looking forward to Christmas. I know Christmas isn't a great time for everybody. We're going to talk about that later. But, you know, I hope you get the best Christmas that you can. And maybe Christmas it's not in your religion to celebrate Christmas, but I think still people can get in the spirit of it. You know, the whole thing about Christmas, isn't it? It's goodwill to all men and women, of course. You know, there can be a special atmosphere around Christmas. Unfortunately, as we've seen in the news over the past week or so, you know, Christmas is not a respecter of tragedy. You know, tragedies still happen sometimes. Things are more heightened at Christmas time. But I think generally, in large, you know, people do have a bit more sort of, there is more feelings of goodwill towards people, to all people, regardless of religion. It's not a religious thing. The message is a good message, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Hindu, a Buddhist, or a screaming atheist. Messages of love and hope and, you know, being nice to each other are universal, aren't they, for everyone? So I want to thank all of you that have watched any of my videos, have subscribed. Special thank you, as always, to my members. Now, there's not going to be a members live on Thursday this week because it is Christmas Day, but I'm going to either try and fit in, if I can't fit in a live before that or just after that, I will be releasing a special members video. So yes, very special thank you to my members. Thank you so much for keeping this channel going throughout this year. Also, very special thank you to anyone who sent me a super sticker, bought me a Ko-fi, left a nice message, sent a nice email. I appreciate everyone so much. Thank you. And now, oh, hello, lovely lurkers. Thank you for watching. Hello, replay crew. Thank you for watching. This is going to be, you know, I'm just warning, some people don't like the waffle. This is going to be full of waffle. So just to let you know that now, I don't want to be a clickbait, but I'm not, you know, I'm not going to be talking about anything specific unless people maybe want to talk about something specific. What else? Oh yeah, now I'm going to come into the chat. See who's here. Who's brave enough to come into the chat? Oh, you're doing quite a lot of chatting already. Hi Tracy. Hi David. Hi Bluebell. Oh, thank you, Bluebell. Yeah, just fancied a change for Christmas. My hair doesn't hold colour. Literally within 2 weeks, it'll be back to being blonde again, I'm sure. But, oh, David, going out to get Christmas food without your wallet, you're not going to get very far. Mine supposedly is being delivered tomorrow. But do you know, I had to really cut, because you sort of think, oh, get this, get that. And I thought, God, the shops are only closed for one day. You know, the shops here will be open again on Boxing Day. We don't celebrate Boxing Day in Spain. So... Oh, Bluebell's having a barbecue at Christmas because she is down under. It sounds gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Bluebell. Yeah, good on Marjorie. Thank you, Tracy. Hi, Angel. Thank you, Angel, about the hair. Yes, I'm going to do a Christmas quiz. Christmas Eve we'll have a quiz and a chat, and yeah, Christmas Eve we'll definitely have a get together, a Christmas party, won't we? Like last year. Yeah, it was good fun last year, wasn't it? Now it's officially Christmas week now, so the celebrations are sort of starting, aren't they? I haven't finished work yet. Don't finish work till Christmas Eve, actually, but I haven't got many classes. So, and today I had a cancellation, which is why I can do this. You know, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I wasn't planning to do a live today, and when I had a cancellation, because very sadly, well, say very sadly, they've only got a cold or whatever, they're not dying, but one of my students is poorly, so they cancelled their class. And I thought I'm going to do a waffle live, you know, because quite often I come on and we're talking about serious things, you know, and I thought with it being Christmas week, we'd not talk about anything particular that's serious, and just take advantage of the fact I've got a couple of hours free today, which I didn't know I was going to have. We're doing Twonk of the Year, New Year's Eve, Bluebell. That's when we'll do Twonk of the Year. And you know what? There's so many Twonks this year. We might have to do a Twonk Hall of Fame. Hall of Flame. God, Hall of Fame even. Instead of one particular Twonk, because there's so many of them, it'd be hard to choose which one. So I may do, instead of Twonk of the Year, I may do a Twonk Hall of Fame instead. Hi Moonbeam, thank you so much for the hair. Yeah, Hall of Fame might be good, and then I can just discuss. Don't forget to put your nominations in if you've got a nomination for a Twonk of the Year, except me, of course. You can't nominate me. Well, you can if you want. Put your nomination in, and what I might do is, and the reason, of course, you have to have the reason. You have to provide me with the reason why you think this person should be Twonk of the Year, and we will perhaps put them in the Twonk Hall of Fame, and maybe pick one at the end. But you know, they'll probably all deserve the title. As I say, so many this year, you can't choose between them. Oh, it won't be members Christmas Eve, Tracy. It'll be a general. It'll be not just members. The Christmas Eve quiz will be also. Oh, that's a shame. It's not a shame that it's your dad's birthday, of course, Tracy. I'm glad it's your dad's birthday, and I'm glad you think you got to put your dad first, haven't you? You got to put your dad first. Maybe you could watch it with your dad. Does your dad like quizzes? Maybe you can all watch it. So send your nominations to the email for Twonk of the Year. We've you know, we're still getting blooming late entries, aren't we? You know, there's still, you know, unfortunately over Christmas, the build up to Christmas, it causes so much stress for so many people. You know, we do tend to have bad things happen. You know, coming up to Christmas, don't the bad things happen, unfortunately? Look, I don't know whether to tuck my fringe away under my hat or flatten it down so it pokes out at the bottom of my hat. Tell you what, I don't know how Santa and the elves get on, but it's not easy wearing a Christmas hat. Now it's covering my ears. So, I don't know, it might have to come off in a minute. I'm just trying to be festive. So, yeah, send your nominations for Twonk of the Year into... sorry, there's messages coming through. Oh, gosh, just all hell always lets loose just as I start a live. Messages coming in. Yeah, no, I think I like my fringe. Let's try again. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, I haven't put any makeup on today, believe it or not. I have got makeup on, but, well, I put lipstick on. This is yesterday's makeup. It's terrible. I haven't really been, I don't know about you, but round about Christmas, once you've done your shopping and bits and pieces, it's like a good excuse not to put any makeup on for a while, isn't it? Just wear your PJs or your sloppy joes or whatever, just lie around sort of the house and drink nice things and eat nice things, isn't it? It's an excuse. That's what Christmas is about too. Being kind to yourself, relaxing. You don't have to be rushing about. It's one time you don't have to be rushing about, or at least once you've got everything organised. It shouldn't be stressful, should it? I know it is stressful for a lot of people, but I've tried to de-stress at Christmas. It's only one day. I look forward to the build-up of it, and I'll enjoy the day. I'll enjoy the food. I'll enjoy the drink. I'll enjoy the telly or whatever's going on Christmas Day. But it's important to take time out for you, isn't it? As well, to just sometimes feel guilty if you have a lazy day or whatever, but you need that sometimes. Thank you, Bluebell. I'll have a look in a bit. I won't reveal who it is, but I might have a look. Have I got my emails open? Well, I have got my emails open. I don't think it's arrived. It takes a long time for an email to get here from Australia, I suppose. All the way from Australia. Yeah. Now, I agree with you there, Trace. You do get fed up of eating, but that's why I'm trying really hard in this build up to Christmas. My Christmas food is ordered and is arriving on Wednesday morning, because otherwise, if it arrived any earlier than that, I mean, I've got bits and pieces in, obviously, but I have to hide them. So I've still got a couple of things to buy, but there are extra bits like, God, isn't chocolate expensive? I was in Aldi, of all places. Was it yesterday? I just could not, because I haven't bought chocolate. I'm not a big lover of chocolate, to be honest. Thank God. So I was in Aldi, and I was trying to get some nice chocolate, not only for me, but for number one son. Oh, my God. It's so expensive. It's €5 for like a little thing. I don't know. And he likes Ferrero Rocher. God, you need a mortgage. You need to take out a mortgage to buy some Ferrero Rocher, don't you? So don't know how that's going to work out. So there's part of me thinking, am I really going to spend all that money on chocolate? I know it's Christmas. And of course, your tubs of roses and heroes and Quality Street, which are always like something, you always would get at Christmas. Oh my God, they're so expensive and small now, aren't they? So I haven't decided even if I'm going to get any of those yet. I may take a trip up to the British supermarket, see how it goes. But there's so much, if you're going to spend like €30 on 3 tubs of chocolates, when you could buy something much nicer with it, yeah. Right, here we go. Yeah, I do like the Christmas dinner. I do like it. I can understand if like you, Bluebell, you're in a hot country. I mean, I don't eat roast dinners in the summer, so I imagine it's sort of like that. I do enjoy making the Christmas dinner sort of, because I do it like gradually over the day. We don't sit down for one great big meal. In the morning, we'll have sort of smoked salmon and scrambled eggs, perhaps, because sometimes that can fill me up too much. But everything is just bit by bit. Then we have a start. We'll always have prawn cocktail. It's the law. Prawn cocktail for starter, Christmas Day, whatever. That's where it's got to be. And then this year, so I thought about because you can get a turkey in the local supermarkets. They do a small turkey, €25. And then chicken, you can get 2 chickens for €12. So I think last year I did that. I think I got 2 chickens instead of 1 turkey. And then, but this year I've ordered 1 chicken and like a pork joint. And again, it only comes to about €12-13, whereas just for the turkey, it's only a small turkey. It's only just a bit bigger than a chicken. It's €25. You know, and I know it doesn't all come down to money. I like turkey. It's not that I don't like it, but you just get ripped off, don't you? So, at the moment, it could change because I've still got time to change my shopping order. I may change it completely and go back to turkey. I don't know. But that's what's ordered so far. And I like, the Yorkshire puddings, stuffing. I haven't got any stuffing. I need to go to the English supermarket for that. Chipolata, pigs in blankets, all those kind of things. I like all the trimmings. I like the trimmings better than the actual meat, to be honest. Roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, etc. Gravy. Then for pudding, I'm making tiramisu, making my own tiramisu. So that's the plan so far. But we will eat that bit by bit, not all in one great big sitting. Okay, let's have a look. Tracy says she sent an email. Let's have a look. Oh, very interesting nominations there. Yep. As I say, I'm not going to reveal who they are. Now, that's something to remember when I do the twonk of the year. Just in case anybody watches that and they're nominated, I want people to know these are nominations that are put forward. I will say whether it's a nomination or whether it's my own personal pick for twonk of the year. So I hope people will remember that. But yeah, very interested. Thank you. Okay, so where am I going now? Where am I going? Let's have a look at this lottery, if it's still going on. I'm not sure what time it finishes. So this is a big part of Spanish tradition. 22nd every year. Let's see. The 22nd of December every year is the year when we have El Gordo, the big national lottery in Spain. Now, as I say, I'm not sure if it's still going on or not. Stop flicking. Let's have a look. Yep, still going on. Now, just turn the sound down for a minute. So you can see, so what they have is, it's always the same every year. It's lovely, actually. It's a lovely tradition. So they have these school children singing, picking out the numbers from the big gold cages, and then they take them over to the adjudicators. And then they get written down and published. And there's all sorts of prizes from €100 up to quite big prizes. It's not like the Euro Millions. I don't think you can win like 10 million or anything like that. But see how they fix them to that's the number for the €60,000 prize. It's not my number, unfortunately. I have purchased one ticket. The tickets are €20. We'll just listen a minute, but I don't want YouTube throwing me off because, it's live. Oh, look, they're loving it, the kids as well. They're loving it. So every now and again they change, they put them on these things. Every now and again they change the kids over. Oh, if I thought it was going to be okay to play, I would play it. But you know, what YouTube are like, they could quite easily turf me off this live, saying that they've found copyright content or whatever. I don't know how the Spanish, this is broadcast by the Spanish TV company. I don't know how they are about copyright and that. So yeah. El sorteo de Navidad. So this is a very, hi Lily, this is a very big part of Spanish tradition. This is like, there was a banger went off this morning, I presume it's for the start of this, to say Christmas has started, Christmas has begun, and yeah, there you go. Someone will be happy, someone will be winning the big prizes. You know, as I say, there's lots and lots of different prizes. If I think you can, let's see, you can go on to the there's be a thing for the with the results somewhere. Don't know where the results are. Look at this. Oh, why does it keep jumping about? Let's try another. Another page that won't jump about. Some images. Yeah. El sorteo de Navidad. Yeah. It's nice to have traditions, I think. I'm not a big one for buying lottery tickets. Normally, I think last year I didn't even buy one of these. They're quite expensive. You know, they're 20 euros for one ticket, but you have got a better chance of winning than you have of like the Euro Millions or whatever. So, you know, I don't know. It's just a question of joining in. I know people that spend hundreds of euros trying to win 100 euros, you know, and they may not buy a lottery ticket the rest of the year round. But it's such a big tradition in Spain. That's why it's such a big tradition in Spain. That's why people do it. So that's what's happening at the moment in Spain. The lottery is being called. I'll check my ticket later. If you don't hear from me again, it's because of 1 million. No, as if I would still do the YouTube channel. Certainly don't do it for money because, you know, you won't be able to survive on what, you know, you won't be able to, unless you're a big YouTuber who, you know, has sort of millions of subscribers, etc. You know, being a small YouTube channel, it's a hobby really, and it's nice to get some financial recompense, pays for your streaming costs and your my Canva and things like that, pays for the sort of the cost of running a YouTube channel, if you like, which is brilliant. But yeah, you're not gonna, you couldn't live on it, you know. So I think a lot of these YouTubers, small YouTube, I think they must be on benefits or something, because if they don't work and all they do is the YouTube channel, they're certainly not living off that. So, you know, then as I say, big YouTubers that they call it, if it blows up, if you're lucky enough that your YouTube channel blows up and you become, you know, a big YouTuber, then yes, I'm sure they earn quite a good living. But I personally think you'd have to have at least 100,000 subscribers to make it a living wage, you know, to live on, not just extra money coming in. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, see, I see you saying in there, like, about being happy with what you've got. Have you ever seen, there's been quite a few documentaries made, haven't there, about people that won the lottery? Or there was a series on the TV, wasn't there, written by Was it Carla Lane who wrote The Liver Birds and that? Was it her that wrote that? About people who won the lottery in the syndicate. I think it was called the syndicate. And it was based on truth. And, you know, people who are interviewed who win the lottery, it's rare that they say it made them happier. You know, money doesn't make you happy. It makes your life easier. You know, that's the only thing that you could say that money does. It makes your life easier in the sense you don't have to worry about your bills. You don't have to worry about the next food bill. You don't have to worry about supporting your children, or maybe if your parents get ill or anything like that. You don't have to worry about the financial side of things. But it doesn't make you happy. We've seen that just recently, haven't we, with the Rhinos? Nick and Michelle, all the money, millions that in their estate, and it couldn't save their son, from mental illness, drug addiction. In fact, if anything, maybe it enabled him, I don't know. And then he's ended up killing them, so I don't think that money, although money, you'd rather be miserable with money than without money, I suppose, if you had to be miserable. But you'd rather be happy without money, wouldn't you? Or listen, you need a basic minimum, don't you? You need your basic minimum to pay your bills, buy your food, maybe do some things that are fun, buy your clothes, etc. I personally, everyone has a thing that they buy, don't they, when they've got some money. For me, I like to buy makeup and clothes. I suppose if I had loads of money, I'd just buy more makeup and more clothes. That's be like how I would, because sometimes it's frustrating that you can't buy the clothes you want to, or you can't buy the makeup you want to. For other people, they might like, I don't know, buying gadgets, or some people like electronics, or so, it would enable you like that you could buy the things you wanted, not only for you, of course, but for your loved ones. And there is nothing that makes you feel better than giving, is there? I mean, it is a nice feeling. I hate not being able to give things because it does make you feel good. Oh, I wanted to tell you actually something that I did not tell you the other day. When I went to the supermarket, I felt really good when I came back. I just popped to the supermarket for a few things the other morning. It was freezing. And the old lady, hello baby, as the dog comes there, hello papa. The old lady who sits outside the supermarket with the gold teeth, I always give her €1 when I see her, if I've got €1, of course. Quite often I haven't got any cash, because people don't tend to pay me with cash. So, quite often I haven't got it. But if I've got some change, I will give it her. And she had a little dog there with her, and the little dog just looked frozen. He had his jacket on, a hat on. He's like he's not a dachshund, but he's like that sort of kind of dog. He had a big jumper on. He was wrapped in loads of blankets. And I just said to her, God, go home. It's freezing. You shouldn't be sat out here, because she looks quite elderly, but she may actually be younger than me. You just never know, do you? Because she's definitely had a hard life. And she just went, oh, gracias, guapa. That's what she was, gracias, guapa. Anyway, so I felt good that I'd given her €1. And then I went into the supermarket. And one of the bags that I had with me, I may have did I tell this story? I don't think so. One of the bags that I had with me, 2 bags for life, these bags for life that we all use now. And one of them was a bit broken. So the girl at the checkout said to me, oh, be careful, because, that bag is broken. And I said, oh, thank you. I said, thanks for noticing that for me. I said, when I get home, and I'll throw it away. So next minute, she whips out a bag from the supermarket, one of those bags for life, and takes my shopping out of the broken bag and puts it in the new bag, and didn't charge me for it. So that was nice of her, wasn't it? She probably thought, oh, poor old dear, she's going to drop all her things on the floor. Anyway, so in my bag, I've always carry around, do you remember the ducks? the little plastic sort of resin ducks that I got, and I have been giving them out to people when I remember, but sometimes you just feel a little bit silly, like to give someone these ducks. You don't know if they'll think you're crackers or quackers. Anyway, so as I was leaving, I got out a big handful of these ducks. So I've still got quite a lot of them left. And I didn't sort of check the colours or anything. I just grabbed up a big handful and gave it these two girls were at the till. So I just, and I just said, oh, vale chicas. Well, I said it in Spanish, but I'll say it to you in English. I said, these are for good luck for Christmas, and put these ducks down. And they sort of looked at me and I thought, oh, they're going to think, oh, that's that mad English woman. Anyway, oh my God, they descended on these ducks, like sorting out the colours, like finding their favourite colour. And they were so happy. It made them so happy. It just felt really nice. And I thought just that little thing, because quite often when I leave the house, I get road rage when I'm in the car. I get out of these pedestrians stood in the middle of the road, these people parked in the middle of the road, or, as soon as I go out into people land, normally I come back, I can't wait to get back in the house. But it did, I felt like, it was a nice warm feeling. That they were so happy, like she'd made me happy by giving me that bag, of course, the new bag, so that I didn't drop all my stuff on the floor. And I felt like I made them happy just by giving them a load of resin ducks. It was really sweet, actually. So it just shows you don't have to spend a lot of money, do you, to make people happy? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, David, it's true. She has got, when she had her teeth repaired, they are gold teeth. Yeah, but the way I look at it is I just think, well, I wouldn't want to sit there in the freezing cold. And I mean, it's cold. It's 8 degrees now, but, it's starting to warm up, so it's 12 o'clock. But most of the time, early in this morning, it was 4 degrees. I wouldn't want to sit there on the cold floor outside a supermarket. So I don't care if it goes towards a gold teeth, let her have a gold teeth. I honestly don't care. It's €1. So, maybe they say that they're like gypsy families, maybe, and someone comes to pick them up in a big Mercedes. I don't know. I don't even know that that's true. These are the sort of thing that people say. Maybe it is true, but anyway, it makes no difference to me, does it? I'm not sat there for the grace of God. You never know. One day it might be me sat there collecting euros for my gold teeth, doing my live streams, begging for money outside Massy Mass. It's just, anyway, it's not even funny, but, it might happen. It might happen. Anyway. Aye. So that's the duck story. So I've still got quite a few ducks left. I wanted to give some ducks, send ducks out to people, but because of thanks to Brexit now, if you send things, apart from the postage, I mean the postage probably won't be that much because they're only like these ducks, but they'd have to pay a tax when it came to the other, because I'm in Spain. They'd have to pay to get the ducks, just like I have to pay to receive anything from the UK. It's disgusting. It's not a mulled wine. It's not a mulled wine, unfortunately. Maybe later. Yeah, maybe later, a drinky poos. No, it's just a black coffee, I'm afraid. Nothing exciting, unfortunately, but maybe later. Oh, bar humbug, David, bar humbug. I know what you're saying and you're right, but I don't care really, you know. To me, it makes me feel good. What if she's doing the wrong thing? Then that's her karma. That's her thing to live with, you know. So I can't be responsible for what she's doing. And sometimes I buy dog food or treats instead of, if I haven't got cash. Sometimes I'll do that. You know, she's always really happy with that as well. So, or milk. She once, when I didn't have any change, I said to her, "I'll get you something in the supermarket." And she said, "Oh, get me some milk." So she didn't ask for alcohol or anything like that. So I would buy her alcohol though. One year, I think it was last year, there's another woman who stands outside a different supermarket sometimes, and she likes a drink. She has a can of beer with her sometimes. I didn't have any cash, so I just bought her a bag of shopping. So I bought, you know, the basics: bread, milk. I bought her a few cans of beer. I bought her. Did she have a dog? No, she doesn't have a dog. I don't think what I got. You know, basics. Some chocolates for Christmas. You know, and gave that. She was over the moon with it. So, you know, I don't think it's all about the money, but, you know, and again, she might have, if most people have got more money than me, to be honest, but, you know, it's, it doesn't matter, because it's sometimes giving, it just makes you feel good. You know, it makes you feel good if they're, you know, taking the pee out of you, or then that's their karma to live with, isn't it? That's their karma to live with. You know, I get more angry about people like, you know, exploiting grief, like Peter Folding and stuff like that. I get more angry about them, to be honest. So they're the ones, but I've come to realize that's their karma too. They're the ones that have to live with themselves. Luckily for me, I don't have to live with them. So I only have to live with myself, and that's hard sometimes, because I do things sometimes that I think, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I feel like every time I go out into the world, you know, it sounds, you know, go out into the people place, God sends me a test. Like, what was it yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? This woman, just literally as I'm going down the road, she literally just pulled out in front of me. I think God sends these tests to me to see what I'll do. So I'm sure you can imagine what I did. So there was bad language involved, put it that way. I mean, I don't open the window and shout at someone, but I'm like really swearing in the car, saying not nice things to this woman. And afterwards I thought, oh, there you go, God's given me another test, and I failed it miserably again. I'm always failing tests miserably. You know, because really what I should do is like, calm. Yes, they pulled out. They probably just didn't see you, you know. Oh, God, I don't know. People are challenging. Yeah, I like to give money to dog or any animal. Lately I gave, anyway, don't matter, I don't want to say about what I do, but any sanctuaries. If I know, I don't give to big charities. I think I've said this before, ever. I never give to a big charity. What I do is I look to see who's the CEO, how much are they earning. Nah, I'm not paying their wages. Why should I? Now, I know charities have maybe they have to have CEOs or whatever, but do they have to earn 250,000 a year? You know, I think a reasonable amount for a CEO to earn would be between 50 and 100,000, wouldn't it? That's still a lot more than most people are earning. So why should I give to a charity? So first thing they've got to do is find £250,000 a year just to pay for the CEO. Nah. So what I do is I know a lot of local dog charities, cat charities. Sometimes online I'll see things and I'll investigate into the actual charity and see. It's not that I don't want them to have a life. I mean, you know, these people that look after animals directly, that's who I give to. That CEO, the CEO of an animal charity or a children's charity, They never get their hands dirty. They never clear out a dog's cage or shovel up some dog poo or whatever. I give to the charities where they are actually hands-on. They're running the charities themselves, and they deserve it. And they deserve a holiday once a year or twice a year or whatever, because it's a full-time 24-hour job running a dog rescue or a cat rescue or any of these, if you're running it, as opposed to being a great big organization. So I'm definitely definitely not in the business of supporting big charities. I'm sorry, but just not, not doing it. No, what? Well, they're swanning around in their £1 million homes or whatever and do it. Then they never get their hands dirty. They're not out there like helping the children or helping the homeless or helping the dogs, in a direct way. So they don't get any of my money. The other thing, of course, you have to remember is you can't give money to everybody, or you sort of can. You can rotate. You can give a little bit, like sometimes I'd rather just give a little bit to various ones because, much as if I won the lottery, I would love to help a charity big time, but I can't. So I have to be, realistic in what you can do and what you can't do, but you can always, I think you can always give a little bit. And if everybody gave a little bit, of course. But the other part of me is I don't believe in charity in a way. I mean, things like dog rescues and stuff like that, maybe. But societal charities, society should be different. I don't believe in food banks. I know they perform a service, but you shouldn't have to have food banks. You should not have to have food banks. A lot of these food banks, they call them pantries now in the UK. The people that go to them are people that are working because they're not earning a decent wage. They have to go to a food bank, whatever. Also, it's different if someone is unemployed and they're on benefits and, benefits, as much as people think they're loads, they're not, nobody would try and live on the benefits that families have to live on. Nobody would want to. You shouldn't need food banks, not in a modern society. So that's the other reason. The other thing I don't really like about charity, because if you had a fairer society, wouldn't need those kind of charities, would you? David says, talking about giving money to animals, the 3 grandkids will have their hands out in a couple of days. Bless him. Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, good job you're rolling in it then, isn't it, David? Good job for them, they've got rich granddads. Bah humbug. Oh dear. Yeah, Bluebell, that's the sort of charities I give to. They save dogs and they run it. They live in the place. There's loads of them here in Spain. They live in the place where they keep the dogs. So they're the people to give you money to, not bloody big charities to pay people's wages. Okay. Oh, look, my hair's disappearing under the thing again. Oh, dear. How does Santa do it? Mind you, he perhaps hasn't got any hair. I don't know. Just don't know how to do it, do you? Anyway, open wallet surgery. Yeah. Right. What else was going to show? Oh, so I've been making some videos like about Christmas in Spain. I know not all of you out there probably are learning Spanish, but I just wanted to show you some of the vocabulary of Christmas in Spain. Let's see. Just because it is nearly Christmas, just for a bit of fun. because we're trying, as I say, we'll have a cheerful morning's chat this morning. Where are we? So I did, I might play some old videos just to make, I feel like I want to play that. No, I'm not going to play it because, no, we're avoiding that subject. Where am I? Yeah, I should play some. Let's have a look at, where's my Christmas? Where's my Christmas vocab? Hang on. Oh, I might have put it actually on YouTube. Just to get us into the Christmassy mood. That's the New Year one. But I want to have a look at, first of all, at the Christmas video that I put up on. There you go. Let's have a look at this. So, now, any of you who are trying to learn Spanish, because there will be some people, I should always welcome the people from the Spanish channel. If you haven't seen this, I released this on my Spanish and English channel. Let's have a look. Now, repeat after me. Vocabulary de Navidad. Christmas vocabulary. Vocabulario de Navidad. Christmas Eve. Noche Buena. Christmas tree. Árbol de Navidad. Nativity scene. Belén. Decorations. Los adornos. Lights. Las luces. Candles. Las velas. Christmas carols. Los villancicos. Father Christmas. Papa Noel. Reindeer. El Reno. Sleigh. El Trineo. Presents. Los regalos. The Three Kings. Los Tres Reyes Magos. Bell. La campana. Not sure why the music finishes there. Midnight Mass. La Misa del Gallo. Angel. Angel. Ángel. Star. La Estrella. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Right, I'm going to play that. Oops, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, look, it's showing this video. So, I'm putting it on one more time. I'm going to get a drink. I'm going to get a drink, I think. Because it's after 12 o'clock here in Spain and it's Christmas week. I'm going to get a vino, I think. Okay, I'll just leave this on for you. Christmas vocabulary. Vocabulario de Navidad. Christmas Eve. Noche Buena. Christmas tree. Árbol de Navidad. Nativity scene. Belén. Decorations. Los adornos. Lights. Las luces. Candles. Las velas. Christmas carols. Los villancicos. Father Christmas. Papa Noel. Reindeer. El reno. Sleigh. El trineo. Presents. Los regalos. The Three Kings. Los Tres Reyes Magos. Bell. La campana. Midnight Mass. La misa del gallo. Angel. El ángel. Star. La estrella. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Oh,
Before we pray, let's first take a moment to listen to God's word.
right. I haven't finished yet. I was just getting a drink. Oh dear, everybody thinks I've gone. No, I was saying goodbye to Bluebell because she was going to bed, but I'm not going, not just yet. I know you're probably trying to get rid of me. So, cheers. I've just got myself a Vino Tinto. Now, also, I found this, which might be more comfy. I forgot I have got some things from last year, Christmas things. Oh, yeah, quite like that. I forgot I even had that. Yeah. I think that's a bit comfier than the hat, though. The hat was warmer. Oh, thank you, Eva. That's very kind. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you that Christmas sort of vocabulary, just in case anybody is trying to learn Spanish. I've been trying to do a few more videos because, you know, I have been concentrating obviously on the crime things. There's been so many things. It's just one thing after another. I can't keep up with all the stories that I really would like to talk about. There's lots of cases that have come up that I'd like to talk about that I haven't either had time to talk about, or like the Epstein thing is just every time I talk about it, YouTube just immediately demonetizes me. And, you know, it's not about the money, but sometimes when I get on and do a video, especially if it's a live, you know, it's a couple of hours, and as much as I enjoy it, it really annoys me when YouTube do that, because I never talk about anything, you know, never go into gory detail about anything. And you just think, God, what is it that they're scared of, you know? Just talk. I mean, these new photos that have come out in the Epstein files, I mean, they're horrible and disturbing, but, you know, they just tell us what we already knew about Epstein and about people that we already knew things about. None of them will make any difference to the victims or bringing anybody else to account. This is what drives me crazy. Where are the prosecutions for the people that actually, you know, that Epstein farm these girls out to? Why are they not being prosecuted? Andrew's not even being interrogated. You know, he's just been put in a cushy palace in Sandringham, and we're supposed to think that's a punishment. Like, do they really think we are that thick? I think they do, don't they? So the only photos and things that have been released are ones that just confirm what we already knew about Epstein, or some, you know, of him with young children. You just think, oh God, what happened on that island? But we already, you know, he's dead. He was held to account and he was in prison, and now he's dead. What we want now is for new people to be held to account. That's what should be happening, isn't it? So anyway, that's just pointless making videos, I think, about it, because nothing, you know, what, to show a load of redacted files. Anyway, and of course there's lots of other horrible things that have happened, and so it's nice this morning just to talk in general, chat in general, isn't it? Just without you know, talk about crime is important, but also it's quite depressing, isn't it? It is depressing, but you know, we can always just thank God, really, that and pray for these poor people that are facing Christmas after suffering trauma, be it in crime cases like the Rainers, or in the Bondi Beach atrocity, or anything. I mean, there's, you know, as I've said before, Christmas is not a respecter of trauma, is it? It's like, oh, it's Christmas, nothing bad's going to happen. So yeah, I've just found that, Tracy. I forgot I had that. I'm going to get out my dressing up box, my boa and everything for Christmas Eve, when we do the Christmas Eve quiz, which is customary. It'll turn into a tradition, won't it, every year? So it's been a couple of years now. So yeah, I'm going to put that video actually out on oh yes, there's a new video coming out, which is New Year vocabulary. I think I'll play that later after Christmas on the channel, but it has come out on my Spanish and English channel, and I've just put it out on the Vicky Marie Chats channel as well. Yeah, do the quiz with your dad. Now I'm trying to decide, do I do like a Christmas quiz, or shall I just do a general knowledge quiz? I don't want to make it too difficult. People don't like it when it's too difficult. Sometimes I don't know until, because I quite like to be able to do the quiz with you. So if I go through it, see what the questions are, I don't know whether they're going to be difficult questions or not. Now, a couple of weeks ago in the members, we did a few questions, didn't we, from a Christmas quiz? And I said I would do the rest of them in the with the subscribers on the Christmas Eve quiz. And if I can find that quiz, I think that's probably what we'll do, isn't it? And we'll have just, you know, little drink, chocolates, whatever, crisps, you know, things that you have on Christmas Eve. And we'll do a quiz and have a bit of fun, set us up for Christmas. Yeah, I hope you're looking forward to it this year. You know, I know, you know, we could list, couldn't we, all the things people will be worried about. Finances, there'll be people who've got health issues, there'll be people who've got mental health issues, there'll be people that have lost a loved one or lost a loved pet, there'll be people who'll have job issues. You know, life is a constant challenge, isn't it? Once you get one thing sorted out, you wake up in the morning, something else has happened. And sometimes it's the effect of other people, you know, because if it's not, these things are not happening to you, maybe they're happening to people you love, and then it feels like it's happening to you. because you're feeling for them. And this is why I always say you've got to be strong and take time for yourself, whatever's going on in your life, because that's how you can support other people, you know, and you cannot do everything. This is something I've really struggled with. I am a control freak. I think probably lots of us are. We like to control our lives. I don't want to control other people. I just like to control what's going on in my life, because I've been out of control, you know, been under pressure from outside influences so many times. So I try to just keep everything under, but sometimes you just can't. You can't control what's going on. Things are out of your hands and you feel powerless, you feel helpless. So you've got to be kind to yourself like that. You've got to get whatever help you can for whatever it is it's going on. But if you get to a point where you just think there is nothing I can do about this, you literally have to put it in the black bag and throw it behind you. You even can do that symbolically. You know, put it in a rubbish bag and throw it behind you, or go out and throw it in the rubbish. Of course, in the UK, you have to have a special bin day. We don't have to have a special bin day in Spain. Every day the bin men come, so you can go out any time and throw your rubbish out. So you can visualize it. You know, I can't deal with this. I can't do anything about it. I can't change it. Like you can't change the way people feel about you. You know, if I've been trolled a little bit recently, all over the Jay Slater, sort of my stance on that. And, you know, I wouldn't dream of going on someone else's channel and trolling them. Why come on my channel and troll me? Just let me have my own opinion. Anyway, doesn't matter, because I just ban them from the thing. But sometimes people say nasty things, don't they? They say hurtful things. I have learned to sort of let that go over my head, I think. Less hard to deal with is when someone you care about says hurtful things to you. That is much harder, of course, to get over. But you know what? Even that you can get over. You just have to. This is what I like about Buddhism. The practice, you know, one of the principles of Buddhism is to try and not react to anything going on around you. You know, to just stay in yourself. And it's hard. Listen, I fail a lot of the time, especially with road rage and things like that. But you can try at least, you know, creating an inner calm is a lovely thing when it works. It doesn't always work for me. As I say, I do fail miserably many, many times, but it does feel good when I don't. Hi, Darren. So I'm really waffling now, aren't I? I'm really having a good waffle. So yeah, so as Christmas comes up, where are we? We're on the 22nd. Literally 1, 2, 3 sleeps. 3 sleeps to Christmas. I don't know if you're a present givers. I don't really bother with presents now and that, because you can put, that's something you can definitely put yourself under pressure with, trying to buy everything, and you know, you just can't do it, you know, unless you're really rich or whatever. But even if you're rich, it doesn't mean to say, as we've talked about, it can't buy your health necessarily. You certainly can't buy your mental health, and you can't buy your relationships. You might be able to buy a person, like, but you know, I think it must be quite difficult if you're rich and famous to know, if you're a person who cares. Of course, I don't think some people care, but you know, to know if they really care about you, or they just care about the fact that you are rich and famous. That's it. Just get a dog, because one thing you know about dogs is it doesn't matter how rich and famous you are, they love you, whether you're poor, rich. I'm looking for the picture of my dogs now. You know that dogs do really love you unconditionally. I love this photo of the dogs, of my dog. So that's Riley, the white one. That's Princess Tia, also known as Big Rocky, in the middle, and Little Rocky, or just Rocky, on the right. And I love this picture because they all just look so like butter wouldn't melt, don't they? And of course I had to take all those pictures separately and put them together after, because the big dog in the middle, Princess Tia, she hates the other two dogs with a vengeance. But you won't think like that picture, it doesn't look, it looks like they're all together. I wish they could all just get on. It'd be lovely to have them all together, but my dogs, the white one and Little Rocky, they just wouldn't survive an encounter with Big Rocky or Princess Tia. She just doesn't tolerate other dogs at all. She likes people, but she does not like dogs, cats, anything that competes for attention with her. She's the, I always call her an only dog. She likes to be the only dog, get all the attention. Loves people, because the more people there to give her that attention, the better. But no, not having any little rats in the house with her to disturb the attention and the fuss that she thinks she deserves. But yeah, so if you're looking for love, get a dog. Get a dog, get a cat, but maybe not a cat. Cats, as much as I love cats, and I really do love cats, I miss having a cat. But of course, cats don't necessarily love you unconditionally like dogs do. Dogs, cats are a little bit more sort of, sniffy about it, aren't they? If they're not happy with you, they'll go and live somewhere else, without compunction. So, yeah, maybe not a cat. If you want someone, if you want unconditional love, you're better off with a dog, really, to be honest, than anything else. Now, if you can find a person who'll give you that, that's all the better, isn't it? I still hope that, when I see, you do see some couples, don't you, that seem to be, trying to think of one, I can't think of one, but you do see some people are happy with their partners and that, and so that's lovely. I haven't been lucky with that in my life, but you never know. There's always time. I've always been a bit of an incurable romantic. I do believe in love. I believe in romance. I just don't know whether I'm cut out for it. That's it. It's probably about me. It's probably my problem more than anybody else's, to be honest. Okay, I'm just going to put a video. I'm going to put the video on of, I need to go for a little quick bathroom break before I wind this up and say goodbye to everyone for today. But I'm going to put on the video about my Confessions of a Spanish Teacher while I just go and take a tinkle. But I'm not doing an Erin Patterson one. I will not be, what was she, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. I might be a minute. Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. Did you ever want to know a little bit more about me and my background, how I came to become interested in true crime, how I ended up in Spain being a Spanish teacher? If you want to know a little bit about me, a little bit more about me as a person, you can find my book, Confessions of a Spanish Teacher, on any Amazon site, wherever you live in the world. And I believe that everyone has a story to tell, and this is my story. So it's the story of how I grew up in Manchester in the UK on a council estate, and very humble beginnings, and my journey through personal tragedies, disastrous romances, and triumphs to become a single mum, a Spanish teacher, and an interpreter living in Spain, and eventually a YouTuber reporting on true crime. So it details my various experiences with people and places over 20 years of teaching, over 20 years now. Ooh, where did that go? Of teaching Spanish and interpreting through the backdrop of the recession, financial uncertainty, severe flooding, and living through COVID. I hope you will find it funny, sad, amazing, silly, serious, and stranger than fiction at times. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to make you angry at least once. I hope to make you cry at least twice, and I hope to make you laugh many, many times. So thank you for all your support on my YouTube channel. And if you want to know a little bit more about me as a person, then you can find out there. So thank you so much. See you very soon in the next video. And as always, till then, may your God go with you. Bye. Sorry, the big dog, that's what I mean. Yeah, she looked like butter wouldn't melt in that photo. She's clamouring for attention. She keeps coming up and nutting me, and it's like, come on, finish. She's so funny. What are you doing? You're so attention seeking, aren't you? She's very attention seeking. Gosh, she's thrown me off. Oh, is that what you're getting for Christmas, Tracy? A brand new vac? Is that your Christmas present from you to you? I have a real problem with vacking. I can't do it because all my dogs, all of them, put the vac on, they go mental. I have to lock them out of the way, you know, and even if I do that, they're barking because I think they think the vacuum cleaner is there to attack me. You know, when I put the vac on, it's like they're defending me against this machine that makes all this noise and is going to attack either them or me. I don't know which they're trying to defend, themselves or me. But as soon as I put the vacuum cleaner on, all of them, all three of them, they just, what I mean about them looking like butter wouldn't melt, but they are literally, all three of them are complete little shits. You know, they are. There's not one exception. Oh, look at those lovely faces. Yeah, put the vac on, they're like whirling dervishes trying to attack the vac. The big dog, she tries to, Tia, she tries to get a whole mouth around it and crush it and kill it. You know, it's like, yeah, so I have a problem with vacuum. I do sometimes vac, but most of the time I have to brush. It's not the same as vacuum, but sometimes I have to get the vac out because there's some, you know, I've got 3 dogs, so there's dog hairs and everything. There's some places you just can't get to properly with the brush. So, yeah, I have to use it sometimes, but it's really irritating that, you know, the dogs go mad when I do that. I don't know. Yeah, get a dog, they said. It would be fun, they said. What if it's not clearing up poo or sick, or they're attacking the vacuum cleaner, or barking at the doorbell, or barking at other dogs, or barking just at anything, just to have a bark fest for the fun of it. You know, they're... but of course, all the love that they give you makes up for it. You sort of go through these ups and downs, don't you? Like, oh my God, I'm never having another dog. But you know, you couldn't stand it without a dog. So, yeah, walking around covered in dog hair all the time. It's just, oh dearie. Oh, bless him. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. I think I've waffled enough for this morning. Thank you for watching. There's been quite a few of you watching, which is nice, you know, especially when all I'm really doing is waffling about all sorts of stuff. And I hope you learn a little bit of Spanish, maybe even if all you know is Feliz Navidad. You probably already knew that from the song Feliz Navidad. Now, last year at Christmas, I played that song on my channel. YouTube was straight in for me. They don't like songs. You can't go in and play songs without them, you know, demonetizing your whole video, you know, just for like 30 seconds of a song. They demonetize your whole video. Or if you're on a live stream and you play the song, they just halt your live stream because they detect something with copyright, so they'll just halt your live stream completely. So unfortunately, that means we can't play much music on the channel, which is a shame, really. Not on lives anyway. I mean, you can play them in, you can get your video sorted before you load it up, you know, find out what YouTube will allow or won't allow. But when you're doing a live, you see, they just detect the music, and then that's it. They halt your live while they can decide whether they can allow it to continue. Because some songs you're allowed to play, but you just don't get monetized for it, which is fair enough. So if you understand, you know, that your video might get demonetized, that's fine. But other songs, they will block you in certain territories because of it. So whoever the copyright owner is just doesn't want their song played at all, which seems ridiculous to me. But I understand them wanting their copyright of something they've created. They want their revenue. I understand that, and they deserve it. Some you get revenue sharing, which is fair. If you get revenue sharing, I think that's fair enough, because you're promoting their song on your channel. But yeah, if they get a share of what, you know, and don't forget, for a little channel like mine, you're not talking about, you know, hundreds of euros. You're talking about maybe €5 for a video. So, you know, it's not like, I'm not talking about thousands of pounds. You know, if I play a Paul McCartney song, I'm sure Paul McCartney can do without €5, you know, but anyway, but it's Paul, not that I would ever play a Paul McCartney song, to be honest, I can't bear it, but sorry, Paul, but I can't. But you know what I'm saying. It's like, but I understand if someone's written a song, you know, that's their genius, you know, so but you think they'd maybe let some songs be allowed. I don't know how it works. Oh, hi Shay. Yeah, I am finishing now. It's just been all waffle, but do you know what, yeah, maybe you'll watch from the beginning. Hopefully you'll find it interesting and funny. So I'm going to finish off with an upbeat Christmas song. Now, I will be back on Christmas Eve with the Christmas quiz. I may be back before then if there's some development in any of the cases. But yeah, Merry Christmas to all of you if you don't make it for the quiz, or, you know, if you, Merry Christmas to you. But just love to everyone, and most importantly, just thank you so much for putting up with me, for watching my waffle, for, you know, a lot of you enjoy watching me, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, and I'll see you on Christmas Eve if I don't see you before. Right, let's have this. I've got had like a little banner. Let's put that on up. Yeah, have a blessed and peaceful Christmas. I think the key word is peaceful as well, isn't it? Unless you like a raucous Christmas, most younger people do. I do have viewers of all ages, you know, so it's not only people of a certain age like me. You know, I have people of all ages watching. I can tell that from my YouTube statistics, analytics, which is lovely to have people of different ages watching. Don't forget to put in your twonk of the year suggestion. That'd be New Year's Eve, the twonk of the year. Yeah, anyone you want to nominate for that, we're going to do probably a twonk of the year Hall of Fame this year, because there's so many nominations for twonk of the year. I think it'd be difficult to pick one person, so we're going to look at anyone who's nominated, and I've got a few nominations of my own. It's been a hell of a year for true crime. It certainly has, ever. Yeah, some terrible crimes, but it's also been a good year for justice. I think we've seen a lot of justice this year. You know, Erin Patterson, Richard Allen, people like Stefan Stearns. I don't know if I'd call that justice, because of course he pled no contest, didn't he? We've got Brian Walsh was found guilty. Who else pled guilty? The IDA, Brian Kohlberg. So I think it's been a good year for justice as well this year in the true crime world. One that got away, of course, was Karen Reid, which is interesting because it's the same lawyer that will be defending Nick Reiner in the Reiner murders case, and that'll be next year, of course. So yeah, it certainly has been a year for true crime. Okay, I'm definitely going this time. Thank you so much. Till I see you again. May your God go with you. Be blessed. Thank you. Right, I've got to put on my video now. No, I'm not going to put... Look, she's coming now, the dog. She's nutting me because she knows I'm just about to finish for attention. So she put the... nutted the mouse out of my hands. Let's have a more upbeat Christmas one. Yeah, let's have this one. Adios, amigos.
Click that like if you're smiling today. Give a follow to help spread the play. Share the play with friends everywhere so more can laugh and show they care. Like, follow, share, subscribe, don't hide. Like, follow, share, subscribe, don't hide. Like, follow, share, subscribe, don't hide, don't hide. Join Vicky Marie's Ride Worldwide. Tap that bell so you never miss a dose of love and endless bliss. YouTube others, search my name, Vicky Marie, let's grow this flame. Thanks for the support, you're the best crew. Now go tell the world you know what to do. Vicky Marie, ha ha ha. You Marie,
Ha ha ha.
let's drive now. Click that like if you're smiling today. Give a follow to help spread the play. Share the joy with friends everywhere so more can laugh and show they care. Like, follow, share, subscribe, don't hide. Like, follow, share, subscribe, don't hide. Like, follow, share, subscribe, don't hide, don't hide. Let's grow this flame. Click that like if you're smiling today. Give a follow to help spread the play. Share the joy with friends everywhere so more can laugh and show they care.